we are going to look at how to change the base of logarithm. A simple case is when we are given log base a of b. Then they say change base a to base c. So when you are dealing with change of base, then you must first assume or you let the logarithm given to be some unknown. I can say let y equals to log to base a of b. This is my solution. Then if I have y equals to log base a of b, I have to express this equation in an index form by saying the one which is the answer here, the unknown here, becomes the power. The base here becomes the number. So I will have b equals to a to power y. So if I've expressed it in terms of index like this, then I have to introduce the log of the new base that I want to change to on both sides. So I will introduce log to base c on both sides. Then I will have log base c of b equals to log base c of a to power y. So I have log c log base c of b equals to log base c of a to power y. Now when you see the power y, in the law of logarithm, the power drops down. So I will have log c of y equals to y log c of a. I want to make this y the subject. So I will make sure I divide both sides by, this one is b. I'll make sure I divide both sides by log of c a, divide both sides by log c of a. Log c of a will cancel. Then I will remain with y equals to log base c of b divided by log base c of a. But at first, remember I said let y equals to log base a of b. So I can now come and replace the value of y with log a b. So where there is y, I will say log a of b equals to log c of b divided by log c of a. This is my answer. I have converted from log a to log c. Then when we go to the real work, let's try this example, which says, this example is saying, given that, let's look at example, saying given that log base 2 of 4, comma, change the base from 2 to 4. As earlier on I said, the first step is to let y equals to the original log given, log base 2 of 4. Then I express it in terms of index. I will say 2 to power y equals to 4. Then I introduce log on both sides, log of the new base. The new base is base 4. I will say log base 4 of 2 to power y equals to log base 4 of 4. So here I will say y will drop down. I will have y log base 4 of 2 equals to log base 4 of 4 is 1. I want only y to be the subject. I will have y equals to, when you divide both sides by log base 4 of 2, I will have 1 out of log base 4 of 2. But here, if you see log base 4 of 2, I can express 2 in terms of 4 to power half or root of 2. So I can simply say 1 out of log base 4, then 4 power half. So when I drop that power, I will have y equals to 1 out of half log base 4 of 4. Log base 4 of 4 is 1. I simply have 1 out of half times 1. 1 out of half. When I take the reciprocal, I will simply have y equals to 1 times 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. So I have changed it from base 2 to base 4, and my answer is 2. Then the next example, and finally, next example we shall have given, or we can have find the value, of log base 6 of 4 when log base 3 of 2 is given as 0.631 without using a calculator or table. So if you see, we have log base 6 of 4, but the value we are given is for log base 3 of 2, meaning we should first change from log base 6 to log base 3. So in our solution, we shall change base 6 to base 3. So we shall have let log base 6 of 4 equals to y. We shall have 6 to power y equals to 4. Introduce log of the new base 3 on both sides. We shall have log base 3 of 6 to power y to log base 3 of 4. So we can have y drop down. We shall have y log of 6 base 3 equals to log of base 3 4. Now when you reach here, you will see that for us to make our y the subject, we must divide both sides by log base 3 of 6. Log base 3 of 6. Log base 3 of 6. This side cancels. We shall have our y, but y is log base 6 of 4 will be now log base 3 of 4 divided by log base 6, not base 6, it will be log base 3. It is log base 3. So we shall have here log base 3 of 6. So we can now come and substitute. We have converted it to base 3. So what we can do, we can now convert. We have log base 6 of 4 given us log base 3 of 4 divided by log base 3 of 6. So we can have this, but we know log base 3 of 2. Log base 3 of 2 is given us 0.631. So here we need to express these numbers here in terms of 2. So simple step, we can have 4 when you raise to power 2. When you reduce it, you will have 2 to power 2. So when you drop that 2, you will have 2 log base 3 of 2 divided by log base 3 is 6. We can say 3 times 2. 3 times 2. So that we can have 2 times log base 3 of 2 is the same as 0.631 divided by, when you look at this one, we shall have log base 3 of 3 plus log base 3 of 2, which is the same as, you can check in the calculator, 2 times 0.631, 2 times 0.631, we shall have up here 1.262 divided by log base 3 of 3 is 1 plus 0.632 plus 0.632, we shall have 1.262 divided by 1.632. Our final answer is going to be 1.262 divided by 1.632. The final answer is 0.773. 0.773 to 3 decimal places. So you can have a try on this. You can try this. And try this. Given that given log base 5 of 4, comma, change the base to 3. So you can try that.